All by-elections tend to be fairly bruising affairs, but the one in Eastleigh, prompted by the resignation of Chris Huhne after lying over those speeding penalty points, promises to be even more brutal than most. What makes it all the more intriguing is that the contest pitches the coalition parties head-to-head against each other, with both sides seemingly determined to inflict a crushing defeat on the other. A case of coalition fear and loathing on the streets of Hampshire? I went to find out. Eastleigh town centre on a damp Saturday morning, a slice of comfortable southern England that 20 years ago was true blue but is now a seemingly impregnable Lib Dem fiefdom. They control every single council seat in the Eastleigh constituency. And yet, the courtroom reverberations of the Chris Huhne saga could change all that.
I used to always vote for Liberal, no more. Unfortunately, the party suffers for the one that does the dirty, so to speak.
If he'd only come up in the very beginning and admitted to the thing, then he would have been fine. But he's not. He's lied all the way through.
Everybody makes mistakes.
But unfortunately, Eastleigh's a Liberal stronghold. They'll take a battering.
Good morning, everybody.
UKIP's leader Nigel Farage, rallying his sodden supporters in the nearby station car park, is not himself standing.
OK, how many of you here would like Nigel to be your candidate?
No, not at all. He's the leader of the party.
Despite the dutiful response of UKIP members, there's a suspicion Mr Farage and his party know that this is probably a two-horse race.
People will say you're frit.
Well, I've been accused of lots of things over the years. Many of them have been true, but cowardice certainly isn't one of them.
A stone's throw away, I find Labour's campaign manager glad-handing the locals.
Hello, John Denham from the Labour Party. Can I give you those? Hope you voted Labour.
How tempting is it just to sit back and watch the coalition parties take lumps out of each other?
Well, they will be blaming each other, but we are the only people that can offer an alternative. So there's no way we would walk away from a seat like this.
And yet, it's hard not to conclude this is a contest where the Tories scent blood. Publicly, they insist they won't play the Huhne card, but their first election leaflet helpfully suggests vote for a local MP you can trust, i.e. not like that lying so-and-so. As their candidate, they've chosen self-styled, straight-talking businesswoman Maria Hutchings, but meeting her proves a bit of a problem.
OK, well, I'm standing on the corner of Hathaway Close. It's just gone 11:30 and we were hoping to go and talk to Maria Hutchings, but we've just spoken to the Conservative press officer with her, and it seems she's now not going to be where she was when we had arranged to meet with her. So we'll try and catch up with her, but I sense this could be problematic.
When we get to our hoped-for rendezvous, Maria Hutchings is gone. In her place is the Justice Secretary Chris Grayling, so I put to him some of the reports in some newspapers over the past few days suggesting that Ms Hutchings might be a bit of a loose cannon.
I think our candidate's first rate. I think she is the kind of person who can win over a community.
Well, there have been all sorts of quotes dragged up about her talking about gays and fox hunting and immigrants.
I think what we want in Parliament is people who will stand up for their own area, who are strong-willed enough and lively enough to say, I want what's best for Eastleigh, and that's what the people of Eastleigh have got the opportunity of voting for in 3 weeks' time.
Doesn't bother you that she wants to get out of the European Union?
I think you'll find a few people on the back benches who want to get out of the European Union. This seat has always been a big challenge. Ever since we lost it 15 years ago, the Lib Dems have become deeper and deeper rooted in it. They control the local council, they have all the local councillors in the constituency. By any measure, it's a tough challenge for us to win this back. It's why we've got a very strong local candidate who can offer some of the pavement politics that perhaps people here are used to.
So it's 12:15 now. We've just been dropped off at Eastleigh railway station by the Conservative team. We still don't know where Maria Hutchings is or whether we're going to be able to meet up with her, but the Conservative folks say if we ring later they'll see what they can sort out. Well, I'm just having a spot of lunch in the Wagon Works pub and it's just gone 1:30 and I've been sent a text by the Tory press lady. And it reads, "Hi Norman, rest of the day is just leafleting without press. No more interviews today." I am going to have to pop outside and call her.
When you've left your message, just hang up, or for more options, press 1 at any time.
Hi Carrie, it's Norman Smith here. I got your text. Can I just stress, we really, really do want to interview Maria. Happy to do it Anytime, any place today. So could you give me a call back? Thank you.
Sadly, her press minders never phoned me back.
Good morning. Good morning.
At the Lib Dems Eastleigh HQ on a bland business park, there's a sizable turnout. I head off leafleting with local councillor Paul Bicknell and suggest to him his coalition partners look like they want to give Nick Clegg an almighty bloody nose.
Yeah, we're in coalition. They obviously don't like it. Perhaps it's because they can't do what they want to do.
Well, do you like it? Are you comfortable with Tories?
Am I comfortable with Tories? We're in a coalition government. Coalition is what it says. It's compromise. I mean, hey, you know, we're in coalition with the Tories.
Let me ask the question: Are you comfortable with Tories?
Am I comfortable with Tories? Ideally, I'd like to be in power on our own, obviously.
But maybe the real problem for the Lib Dems is not fending off an aggressive Tory campaign, but what to do about the Hume factor. Back at the Business Park HQ, I put that to veteran Lib Dem MP Don Foster.
I, like all of my parliamentary colleagues, were very disappointed by what happened, but we're now in a situation where the judicial process will take its course.
Rather damages the Lib Dems as the squeaky clean party, though, doesn't it?
Well, I don't think Lib Dems have ever said that we're anything other than members of the human race. What we're trying to say that we'll be straight with people about the tough choices that have to be made, why we make the decisions.
That's the problem. You can't be straight with people when your former MP's a liar.
Well, you know, I mean, he lied over one issue by his own admission. He's admitted it.
And if you lose this, crisis for Clegg?
He's a very effective leader of the party. He has the support of the parliamentary party and right across the country, a great deal of support for him. He's doing a very good job. There is no crisis for Clegg, whatever the outcome of this by-election result will be.
You know, what's clear from my day in Eastleigh is that the stakes are high for both the Liberal Democrats and the Tories here. For Nick Clegg, obviously, because if he loses, it'll fuel the idea he's taking his party to destruction. But for David Cameron too, because if he doesn't win, it'll cement the idea of some of his backbenchers that he's a serial loser. Because if he can't win here, then where can he win?